morning. Happy Independence Day. 4th of July here in America. It's a racer here. And we are waiting for SimGrid seasons um, race to start. So we got to go back in here and connect into server list. Oh, so it's still there. Refresh list. So yeah. Um, this is the SimGrid um, new server option opportunity for kind of like constantly changing races, roulette of the races on Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's been out for a couple weeks now. It's again a new opportunity for console players, Xbox and PlayStation, to play with play with to race against each other with a system that is monitored by SimGrid and Coach Dave Academy and all that. So welcome viewer. We did just do a race to try to work out how stuff was going to go. I don't know how many we'll do. There's a bit of a lag between them. I mean, I guess you have to sign up for them so that they fall in line um, to what you want to do. So you can browse more events while you wait. I still got like 17 minutes to go before the server and password are given out. So this race is supposed to be at the Misano, the next one I'm doing, and then following that it's going to be Barcelona. So it's not even open yet. So right now they're racing at Spa. As you can see that they're on the screen. There's 3 servers open for Spa. The next server opening up is Misano. There's currently 11 people signed up for those races. And again, we haven't gotten anything there. So there's you can see the people that are in there. So if you can start getting a list of people that you like to drive with or not drive with. So as you sit here and wait for everything to fall through. So the races, there's a 5-minute practice, and the race is 12 minutes. There's no qualifying, so you pretty much they tell you what the conditions will be for all of the races that day. So you can get your tire pressures, and if you typically have your tire pressure set into a certain window on the baseline, you should be okay for these short races. If if you're doing a longer race, obviously they'll be practicing qualifying, longer practice, and then qualifying. You can set those up. I don't have my I don't have my channel open right now, so I can't see the chat. I have to go over here and go there. Welcome viewers. Hello everyone. Hey Ian. Hey Alex. Yeah, well the first race went really bad. So I did do one race at Zandvoort, and I was plated 4th, which means I was the 4th highest rated driver. One driver dropped out of the race, so there was a gap in the grid, which you had to sort it out as we went, because it's really short. There's no parade lap. You just kind of roll right into, because a sprint race, it's not you don't do a full parade lap, so you start at before the last turn, and you had to jump over. And I don't know why. I think, excuse me, this Zandvoort has a weird pit entrance or something, and it said I was out of position before the green, and I got to drive through for a grid position violation, which basically ruined the race. And then I got tagged from behind going into turn one because I was on the inside. Um, uh, I tried to brake a little earlier so I could at least try to roll it around the eight, roll it around the curb, and got hit from behind. And then I got, then I saw the drive-through, and then I'm like, well, basically this race is over because I'm gonna have to do a drive-through. Um, and I guess a lot of people didn't make the race, so a lot of people started from the pit lane, I think, because there was a whole bunch of people behind. I don't know why that happened that way. So yeah, I have to. But yes, good morning, you guys. Um, yeah, we still have 13 minutes to wait. So 13 minutes to wait for the server for this race, and they can't even sign up for the next race. So for the one after this one, so Misano, there's a couple tricky tracks here. I mean, Zandvoort's kind of a weird track. And it's Barcelona, Misano, and Spa. I think those are the tracks they're using today. So it just rolls between those four, I think. Again, just sitting here waiting. There's nothing really else you can do. So, but yeah, it is a great option if you want to. I think the best part about it is you have a somebody watching what's going on and ranking people, and if you're dirty, you'll get kicked. If you don't drive well, you could probably get the boot. So well, I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I understand, man. Yeah. I hope work is good. Yeah, the stream will be back. I mean, you can always jump back and look at it, but yeah, this is just waiting, and it's waiting, and it's kind of kind of irritating that it has to be such a long wait. But people got to join. I mean, I can see that there's two people in here. I mean, it looks like it's 11, 12 people so far. Yeah. 16 people have signed up for this next race, but they will split them. I recognize some of the guys in here. I mean, I recognize them from my other leagues. I mean, I recognized Tidgney was racing, and Cerebros, Mr. Sween, was racing with him in that race. It's a quick little thing they did, and I could probably have just saved this race and copied it versus sitting here waiting. So, but yeah, I don't think I think I'll just do this race, this next race, and then go about. Yeah, definitely, Ian. Definitely sign up for SimGrid. You need to get your your PSN number. It's the like 15-digit number. I think there's a link to find out to get it so that you can copy it. But once you're signed up on SimGrid, it's going to put your name. You're going to have your name there, but you can sign up for all kinds of different leagues, like Infinite Race League. Since I was already signed up for Infinite, all my information was already there. I was already built into the system. So, plus, I have a subscription to Coach Dave Academy too. So that I don't think that makes much of a difference, but you can track. There's so much stuff there. They have a new Delta program, which is really more useful if you're on a PC for Le Mans Unlimited and iRacing and all that stuff, and they can track all your data and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, again, we're just sitting here waiting. So yeah, and there's several different options. You do have to do so many races on seasons before it opens up any of the other parts, and I think some of those are paid for. So like proving grounds and some of the other stuff. So, just going through here. See, I got to keep up on the two different things here. I still got 8 minutes to go before the race. So, yeah, Misano's a fun track. Does kind of have an interesting first turn, um, but hopefully everybody gets in there is able to, get themselves sorted and make the race, because when you drop out, it messes the grid up, and they have to reshuffle you, and it doesn't. It it works when it's a longer, longer buffer before the start. Say, that longer time before the start. So um, when you just got a real quick, like a quick run before the green flag, it's hard to get sorted out. So yeah. Ferrari 296 is a very nice car. I signed up for it with the BMW just because I know I have setups for that. I'm pretty sure I have all setups for the Ferrari. Um, so I can switch back and forth. I think I've got them all loaded in the game. I loaded uh, like three or four cars, all tracks, and like the Porsche Cup car. And yeah, so I've got a few. Yeah, Watkins Glen's yeah, and most cars pretty fun going through the chicane. It's pretty fun. So it's got some tricky spots to it, but all tracks do, and they actually should. Uh, Misano is tricky because it's pretty flat. I mean, there's a couple of undulations on the back part of the track, but for the beginning part of it's pretty flat, and then it's got a couple pretty fast turns, and then at the end of the track it's kind of flat too. So gotta have it. Yeah, yeah, you do multi-class, it can get fun, that's for sure. Uh, I've done AI races like that. It's hard to find people that want to do uh, that multi-class racing with lower class cars, but they other um, race nation that I was racing with, they do a really good job with the TSX, the M2 car. They do a whole. I mean, they do, that's their regular, their most. Uh, yeah, that's the one they've had the most. That they just always use the M2 because the guys like driving it. And once you get good with that car, it's pretty fun. So I do like that one. It doesn't have, it doesn't have a lot of the safety. It doesn't have I think it's got traction control, but it doesn't have anti-lock brakes, or it doesn't have either. It doesn't have one of them. It doesn't have a lot of power, and you gotta shift it really. You gotta run it out. Well, you don't run it out. You shift it earlier. It's just a lot of shifting. Um, and brake balance is pretty important. So. But once you get a good setup for that car, you can use it in all the tracks because there's not a lot of adjustments to it. You don't have all of the suspension adjustments and you know, um, toe and all those things. You can't really change a lot of those things. Ride height and that whatnot is pretty much set, like a spec car is supposed to be. Yeah, I gotta go back and make sure I get the password. Jump back and forth here. Yeah, 4 minutes. 4 minutes left to get the server info. So, yeah, I think we'll see how this. I mean, it is a really good thing. It is a bit they're working it out, and I won't say anything bad about it. I'll say that the having to wait when you just join, they're like the first join. You can browse more races. So, like I can register now for Barcelona. So I can register for that. Maybe we'll just register for that. Class T3. The car. Maybe I would use the 296. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and register for that. And then we'll. Yeah, they're still waiting. So the server info should be dropping here any second now. So we can join. So we signed up for Barcelona, which will be after this race. So hopefully the wait will be shorter. And we'll use the 296 for the next race. So yeah, you just have to go in and change the steering ratio. So yeah, it's all done out of G Portal, and so everything is still familiar. And as you say, you look at the grid list there. There's a little lock, and then there's a number, and then there's that number is obviously it's a server number. So when you sign up for it won't give you an immediate. It won't tell you what the server number is because it's going to change. So you need the server number, and generally I think the server number and the password are the same. So, but you have to be signed up for them in your car that you're gonna race. So I'd have to change to the next one. So I should be getting the password here any second now. But yeah, that first race was a bit dodgy. Yeah, the guys are just trying too hard. I don't understand it. Like when you're racing with generally random people, there tends to be a lot of people tend to like, try hard. You know, I don't really want to try hard. So, all right, server info probably in just a couple seconds. Nope. Let's see what we got. Still waiting for server info. But Jimmy, you get very little time to get that all set up. Very little time. So there we go. So we hit the refresh button. Server pops up, and we are in the 54,872, right down there. I don't think that that's what it is. It's that I think it's just when you get into it.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Yeah, so just gotta go in and set up. Set up. you just get a couple minutes of practice just to kind of like shake out the bugs from the track.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Just to hope to get your tire pressures right. So the grid will start probably, just before the last turn, or just at the end of the second to last turn. You'll get gridded, and then that's where you gotta sit there and wait. So yeah, and you sit here and you wait, and that's just the way it is. They do the same thing in Gran Turismo. You wait for the daily race. You wait. So, the only thing is just that you can't, there's no practice. They're only paying for so many servers. I mean, SimGrid ain't doing this for nothing. I mean, they're trying to get people to buy, the passes, and that's to be expected. That's where they got to make the money to get this thing working right. So, yeah, I got no problem with that at all. So. Just wonder if I got too much fuel in here. Probably. drop some fuel. We ain't gonna get that many laps. Alright, so there we are. So again, like I say, we're just before the, again, we're P3. So there's 1, 2, 3, so hopefully, I don't know where the first guy is, he should be up there. So again, if it doesn't roll right, I've got to try to get to the other side of the track, you know, and
30 seconds.
get in position. Always hit the start button, hit the drive button, hit the start button, get the engine running. And we're graded fourth, but P2 is missing. So
Stay in double file.
So it's gonna have to kick me over, and that's really gonna have to be the thing where the guys, so I can get over.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Did it again. Give me a drive-through for not being in the right position.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So this is a problem with the grids not, with guys not being in the correct grid position, because it really confuses you when you try to go out on track and you're not in the right position. So it really ruins your race, which I think is a big problem. And this is a long pit straight. So it's really, I think that's one thing where you're just going to have to hold your grid position. Maybe I'm making the mistake of trying to get in correct position because it's telling you to get in position. But it really is just... while since I've been at Bassano. welcome viewers. This is our only our second race. We didn't broadcast the first race. And we've gotten both the races. We've gotten nailed by the grid bug. Well, it's not such a grid bug. It's some kind of thing where if you're not in, if people drop out before the race starts, it's telling you, well, you're on the wrong side. Like I was gridded. I came into the lobby as the fourth ranked person. But far too much fuel in here. Kind of pushed.
Alright, the race is over. Good job, Lee. You did your best to bring it back to the pits.
Yeah, so replay. Hopefully it'll save the replay. Save replay. Alright. So yes. I'm gonna quit. So yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so yeah, I got the fastest lap, which is nice. But yeah, now we can exit out of here. So, since we finished the session. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, as I keep getting smashed by the grid issue, whatever it is, however the problem is with it, that you I mean, I just lost 31 grid rating points, so that's awesome. I'd really like to know that why it's, anyway. Go in here and change car. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing that that's what keeps seeming to happen. That let me change the ratio on this. Go to options. Change that to 800. So yeah. Sorry, I'm not watching my. It's so much so busy. Um. So yeah. Hey, Lollipop. Thank you for joining. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't know what the language is. Um. But yeah, it's yeah. So it's a really good system. I don't have any complaints. I just like to know if I'm messing up when I don't. So there's Barcelona. I gotta go back. Uh, 300426. And there it is right there. Gotta change my car. It's gonna be this one. I don't know why I changed that. Uh, uh, uh. All right. So yeah, not going well, not going great. Set up. Set up. That should be plenty. Tire pressure actually should be fine. This one might be the worst. Sorry, I can't watch the chat right now. Thanks for joining. I need to add quite a bit of air to these tires. Yeah. I need to add a bit of air.
Seconds.
Let's see here, does it again. I might as well stay right in my position. Somebody that's not in front of me, and I'm not pulling forward, and I'll probably get penalized again for it. So if I get penalized again for it, I'm not going to do any more today, because really, I mean, no ratings. I mean, the SimGrid rating is taking a beating. I mean, I've lost. You know, you don't get a lot of.
Stay double file.
But see, it's telling me to get over. I know if I get over. Keep left. Well, I guess that's that. So, all right. Well, SimGrid's it's fun. I'm not going to sit here and wait around again and again for these races. That was just seriously disappointing. I get, you know, it's tail teething and everything, but to sit there and struggle with getting into it and the grid thing is really a problem. The grid thing is, you know, you're locked into your position when you join by your SimGrid rating, your grid rating. So it's not like you're gonna go anywhere. But if you can't, I mean, once guys they sign up and then they don't show up, and then you're ruining your race by not being in the right position because of other people can't join the race for whatever reason, whatever. So, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get a shower and have some coffee. I appreciate everybody showing up. Yeah, it's teething. We'll probably do some more. I don't know. It's somewhat interesting. I mean, it's like Gran Turismo daily races. You know, you kind of get what you get. I do enjoy that. You know, after experiencing it, it's interesting. I can see the effort put into it, and there's a lot of effort put in to get this to going for the console player, so they have some place to enjoy this game. Because what Kunos does, or Kunos or 505 or whoever else, nobody really does anything. There's only G Portal lobbies that you can join, but the online play that is allowed by by the game is pretty lame. That's worse than Gran Turismo daily races or Forza races. So this is, you know, it's a ranking system, and you're not going to get a free pass for anything. I mean, you're going to be judged on how you do. But I don't like the fact that you're judged on the fact that you're not in grid position and you lose position because people don't show up. You know, and then and then the server crashes, which is very common on a Assetto Corsa competition. It always crashes. G portals always crash. Uh, right after you qualify, it crashes. so, yeah, yeah. Hello, McStredius. Thank you for joining. We're just getting ready to drop off the stream here. We tried to do a couple of SimGrid season uh, sprint races, and it kind of went okay. I did do one before the stream, so if you do go rewind back, it's a lot of waiting. You do have to pre-sign up. I mean, if you just want to jump in and do one, you're going to be waiting, unless you join just before the server info drops. You're going to probably be waiting, 20 plus minutes for that. It's really interesting. It is kind of, it is good. It's a good system, but it's got some teething issues. And right now, the issue I have with it is the drive-through penalties for being out of grid position when people don't show up. So that's the quick summation of that. So again, thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit that like button and all that happy stuff. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who stopped in for the stream. Yep. Happy Independence Day, 4th of July here in America. We have the day off, so that's why we jumped on. And again, everybody have a great day and enjoy your weekend coming up. And we'll see you next time.